Okay, we're in my dungeon, the area under my house. A little different today. We're going to join a neck to a body of a Stratocaster. I picked up this American Professional Series Stratocaster from Stratosphere, and I had this custom-made neck from Musicraft. Grade 5A, bird's eye maple, beautiful neck. I've checked it, it's nice and straight, maybe a little bit of relief. No rocking on the frets. They did a really good job. I think this is nice. The problem is we got to drill 4 pilot holes on the back and it has to be precise. So clamp this in, put on the 2 E strings, make sure they're straight, mark the location of the pilot holes, remove the neck, drill it very carefully on my drill press, and then we'll install the screws and see what happens. So this first step is to see if we can clamp this up as straight as possible. Put this way. Okay, we'll get the 2 E strings on there. Okay, time to mark the holes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take some ink. I'm going to dip the tip of the screw right into this ink. I'm going to push it up through the hole and see if that'll mark it a little bit. Well, unfortunately, here is where I set the GoPro to take a series of still photos instead of video, so I'll have to narrate. But I was very careful to make sure the holes were perpendicular to the neck, as you can see here. And now here we have the 4 holes drilled. I used a little candle wax to lubricate the threads. I used these screwdrivers to make sure I found the one that fit the Phillips head the best. And you don't need to go all Luke Ferrigno tight on this, just make it nice and snug. And looking from the side, you can see there's no gap here between the neck and the body. I put in 5 brand new springs. I don't use the tremolo, so I actually ended up dropping it down all the way and basically blocking it. I tightened the claw a little bit too. And then the setup I was able to do, I read this book by Blackwood. This really tells you everything you need to know about setting up a guitar. Now, when I got this case, I got this surf green case, and the reviewer said often they come with holes in them. And kind of surprising. They passed quality control, had all the stickers and stuff like that, but I set out to fix them. So my wife got me this big box of crayons, and I found that by mixing the green one with the white one, I could get a good match. Rule number 1 here is don't burn down the house. Rule number 2 is don't stain your wife's brand new countertops. So I was very careful. I just heated up over a candle and mixed them up. Used the back of a match to fill the holes. And you can really make them virtually disappear. Then I'll show you later. I looked at my black case and it had it has the nail holes in it as well. Now I'm going to get the black crayon out, and they're not as obvious on the black cases. It's interesting because I got this one from Musician's Friend, and Sweetwater doesn't even carry this one. It also comes in a light blue, and I guess that's just the way they're manufactured. There's some blocks inside the case, and they must use a pin nailer to glue those blocks in, and they don't care that they they penetrate the outer covering. But this is kind of funny in this day and age of relic guitars. Here, I want anything perfect, but as you can see, the holes basically go away. So here you can see them on the black case. I keep my Telecaster in the black case. I can easily tell them apart. And there's one there in the black one. So now I wanted to customize it a little bit. And to me, this headstock is just screaming out for something. It's just so blank. And this is the way the headstock looks on a American Professional with a single string tree. I ended up adding a single string tree. Now you can buy these Frankencaster decals. Frankencaster sounds pretty good. I didn't want to go with Frankenstrat because to me, Frankenstrat is Eddie Van Halen's guitar. But I borrowed this font off of the sticker, which once you remove, it's gone. And I got some water slide decal material, and this is what I came up with on the computer, and then printed it out on my laser. My laser is black and white, it's not color laser. And then of course, the next step is to cut them out and install them. I found the best way to do it is to place it on the headstock and then carefully pull the backing material out from underneath. The water slide material is very, very thin, and it really tends to curl up a great deal. So I found this method works best. Just wet it briefly and slide it off in there. So I like that it's a smaller font. It's a little bit understated. It's unique. So I used an old text font for the actual Frankencaster part. Now I play for myself. Nobody ever really listens to me. I decided to go with these guys. This is Edward Gorey's, one of his illustrations. Tough audience. So I printed some off in different sizes so I could just choose the one that fit best back there. And I'll have my own audience. So the next question is, what does it sound like? And here are a few pieces of music to give you that idea.